Hello everyone, Catweazle here, welcome to the channel and welcome back to our playthrough of Xayah, Legends of a Drift System with the Embers of a Forsaken Star and Missions and Powers expansions, where we're just about to start episode 9. One thing from last turn, I did actually have to move the sellsword. You can just see him up here. He's sort of moved from up there and he's now barreling his way towards Kempler 2 because he was a sector away from the Gaiden who attacked him last time. But that helps us out, so don't mind doing that. The Cobra Hex, he's going to have to zoom off Kempler 2 there and try and kill it before... try and destroy that ship before the Enforcer does, because the sellsword is an outlaw. So I hope we'll be able to do that, especially with his new Pacer mod. Other than that, I had a bit of laughs when I was actually editing it, and when I had a look at the missions for, I think it was Vespergo. I forgot to pick them up, and I was inserting it into the previously shot footage, and I put it in twice. But I did manage to get rid of one of those, I think. So that was a bit of a laugh, but got there in the end. One last thing to mention, just before we get to Johnny Neptune and the action phase, is after this playthrough, as I mentioned, I will be doing Eldritch Horror. And I've just put a little poll up on YouTube. Also put one up on Twitter and one up on, Facebook. About which ancient one you want me to do battle with. So if you've got any preference, I've put about 5 options up there, 5 ancient ones that I haven't played on film before. So pick which one you want, and then we'll have a grand reveal of who the ancient one is going to be in my next Eldritch Horror playthrough. That's probably going to be about 2 or 3 weeks away, so you've got plenty of time. Alright, that's it for the introduction. Let's get over to Johnny Neptune and the action phase. And here we are with Johnny Neptune. Okay, we'll need of these. And yes, he's got to really get trading again. So not that much on the economy board. So he's going to have to do some mining or harvesting or something. And we'll see what he chooses to do over at the board. Let's get over there. And here we are with Johnny and the Manchester. He's just here. So first of all, yeah, he's going to set off. I brought the Batea grid with him. It may come in useful. So we're going to put that on his Halon engine, and he's going to roll his D8. If I can put it into the cup and roll it. And that is a 4. Plus 2 is a 6. So 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, 6. We're going to take some missions for later because he hasn't got one. So we'll do a cut. 1, 2, 3. Those over there. And he's going to use another engine. Put that on his Halon drive. We'll re-roll this. And he gets a 5, which is a 7, really, but he doesn't need all of that. He's going to go 1 onto another mission space. And he's going to do a couple of things on this mission space. First of all, he's going to get some more missions. So he'll have 6 to choose from. 1, 2, 3. Put that over there. Also, I think we'll use his Batea grid in a moment. But first of all, we do have to roll. He's passed over into a nebula. So we do have to roll. And that is a D20. We want an 11 or over. A 17, that's fine. But while he does that, he's going to use his Beta grid as well. So we've got to roll the D20 again. Because he's now in a nebula, he can use his Beta grid. And he rolls another 17. And that's a cyber. So he gains a cyber cube. Put that on his ship. And then he's going to use his impulse of 2. And that is going to get him on the harvest spot for hollow. And he's going to try and do some harvesting. So we'll roll it yet again. A 20, a natural 20. Woohoo! And that is an ember. And that is the big time. So it's the first time we've got an ember cube. Normally you have to find a ice asteroid to get these. But he's used his Beta grid and got one. So that's good. He's going to harvest again. And this time he gets a 9. Bad. Bad, bad, bad. So he's going to use his Enviro Shield, which is 8. He saves 8 of that damage, but he does get 1. So he is going to take 1 damage. He'll put that on an empty cargo space, and he'll have 1 more go. Come on. 16. Yes. So he does get a hollow cube. So that's not too bad. He's got a hollow cube, an ember cube, and a cyber cube, and just 1 damage. I'm wondering whether to go again. Shall I go again? Why not? We'll go again. An 18, he gets another hollow cube. And put that on there. Good thing in the Manchester he's got plenty of cargo space. He's not going again. I think I've pushed it enough. So he's going to use his final one of these. He used his Beta grid. That was an energy cost of 1. I'll have to remember that. Move his energy down to 13. And he's going to use his final arm token for his final engine. And he will roll a D8. Let's see what he gets. High number please, a 3. So he's got 5 because he's got GTS. So 1, 2, 3, 4. He can get to the kiln. So he's actually going to get to the kiln and land on it. So that means we get the card out. So he's landed on the kiln. And he's going to land on the cell space for Ember. There we go. So there he is on the kiln. And as he docks, we've got to roll a D6. So we'll roll a D6. See how far the kiln moves. It moves 1. So it just moves to there. Okay, great stuff from our resident merchant captain, Johnny Neptune. Okay, right, that's it for his action phase. He's on the kiln, so he will get a business phase. And here we are at the business phase. Okie dokie. Can we sell? I think we sell during the business phase. Just going to check. Yeah. In fact, I think we should have sold during the action phase. We should have sold this during the action phase. So we'll do it now. So Ember, I think it's 2,000 a piece. So he does get 2,000. That's good, because he's immediately going to spend that 2,000. Because he's got to pay to get rid of that damage. We'll get rid of the damage. May as well. So it's unfortunate we got that damage, but yeah, at least we did get some ember. And it's paid for it. So it's fixed his damage. Oh, we've got mob rule as well, haven't we? Oh, he's not going to sell anything. He's not going to sell anything. So we're going to keep that damage. I forgot, we've got mob rule. So he's not going to sell it. The reason he's not going to sell it is it would cost him 1,000 credits to sell that. And, oh, in fact, yeah, he will sell it. But he won't... So he gets 2,000 credits, but he has to pay 1,000, which goes on the mob rule card, which means he hasn't got enough to actually pay for the repair. But normal damage doesn't spread. So we'll just keep it there, and he'll fix that when he gets somewhere else. He's got hollow to sell, so he can get to Neo Damascus to sell that, and then he will get rid of his damage. Yes, yeah, that's the way to do it, I think. And we'll flip that over while I remember. He gets all of his energy back. All of these go on to disarmed. Yes, I think that's the way to do it. And we only need to put 4,000 more credits on this mob rule, then we can get rid of it. The missions, we'll go through those in the status phase. Is there anything else to be done? No, there isn't. So let's get to the status phase. And here we are at the status phase, so we'll arm all these up, get his impulse back, and 1, 2, 3, 4, but he gets all of his energy back, he's on the kiln, and we can check these missions. We're only interested in the lawful missions, so we'll get rid of that orangey one. We don't want the bounty hunter. Cargo, we'll check this one first. I'll check those bounty hunter ones if these two are completely unsuitable. But cargo, deliver goods to clients. We just need more plasma. As the ruddy-faced scientist drones on about quantum time, you smile, nod, and reach for a half-eaten cup of ramen. Pick up cargo cubes. Payment determined by cargo delivered. So 2,000 for one plasma, 4,000 for one plasma and one cyber. We have a cyber. And plasma, cyber and ember. I probably shouldn't have sold that ember. I'd got 9,000. And it's deliver cargo to Neo Vostok. But Neo Vostok isn't on there. We can do an assist. Starside travel assistance. You're idly wondering what that fortune cookie meant when you get the call. Captain, my ship's in real bad shape and I require assistance. It's your time to shine. Fly to a mission point in any anomaly. Place X number of 1,000 credit coins on this card. X, 1, 2 or 3, your choice. Target the player on your left. As an action, when adjacent to the target, spend X energy. Target may choose one, heal X damage, gain X energy, or move up to 2 X spaces. Then you gain all the credits on this card. Okay. Right. In this, I think you fly to any anomaly. And the target is just, the player just gets to do this, whether they're in the anomaly or not. Yeah, it's just so you can have the interaction with someone at the table, I think. They don't actually have to be at the anomaly. They're just playing the captain that you are supposedly rendering assistance to, I think. So, yeah, so we'll do this assist. Put that. Pity we didn't get a shuttle option there then he'd have ended up with 3 shuttle cards, and he could have picked up that, what is it, veteran title, but was not to be. We'll get rid of those. And that is it, I think, for Johnny. He didn't sell 2 cubes, he only sold 1 ember. So he doesn't get a fame point, I don't think. He does get a fame, he rolled a 20, didn't he? So he becomes a proficient prowler. And that means we get another event card. Oop. That was the wrong way round. Oh, that was the economic crash. That was it. I'm going to have to take that out. Where is it? Yes, that was a discard. I put it face up on the bottom, not realising that at a later date I'd probably shuffle these. Don't. Right. But we got rid of it now. And we'll do a cut. And our event card is Cinderbeard, the half-cyborg pirate lord. When this card is in play, randomly select a tier 3 ship not owned by any player to become the outlaw NPC Cinderbeard. It cannot be purchased by players. Roll a d20 to determine the spawn point as usual. Cinderbeard has the same NPC pattern as the scoundrel, except attacks with 2 d12. Has no shields, takes 15 damage to destroy, moves 12 spaces, flees 10 spaces, and +3 fame points when destroyed by a player. Woohoo! This card leaves play when Cinderbeard is destroyed. Cool! Awesome! So that's going to be fun. Put that over there, Cinderbeard. And, oh yes. So we've got to pick a tier 3 ship, have we? Okay, let's get rid of this. Oh, I'll put it up like that, and then I'll know that it's been discarded. That's the way. Okay, we need a tier 3 ship. Ugh. So these are our tier 3 ships. How many have we got left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fortunately, we've got 6 left. So what we'll do is we'll roll a d6. Pop this on there. Quickly roll a d6. And it's going to be ship 4. Which is 1, 2, 3, 4. The slow leak. So that is Cinderbeard's ship, the slow leak. Pop that over here. I don't think we have to get a special ability for it or anything. It's just the slow leak. And then we've got to roll, we've got to roll a d20 for where it goes. And that's a 14. Is 14 on the board? Let me have a look. We've got a 15. A 13. But I don't think we've got a 14. Okay, we'll put it on the 15 because that's Pelmont, and Pelmont looks the sort of place where, because it's a debris field, that looks the sort of place where a pirate will hang out. So we'll pop that there. So Cinderbeard is out, and I think he's pretty much got the, yeah, he uses the Scoundrels NPC pattern. So could be luck has run out for Johnny Neptune, because if we get the Scoundrel out as well, that's going to be 2 ships that are going to be after both him and the other merchant. So pretty cool. Okay, right, that's it for Johnny Neptune. We'll move on to Cobra Hex, and I'll show you where the where Cinderbeard's ship ends up during his turn. Okie doke, on to Cobra Hex. And here we are with Cobra Hex and the Gade. And one more thing, because Johnny Neptune made it to Proficient Prowler. That means he's got 10 fame points. That means we flip the NPC stats to side B. So Cinderbeard, as well as the Scoundrel, has now got a move of 9. His attack is, it remains 2d12 blasters, but this is just to show that the Scoundrel's blasters are now the same. So, yeah, these are now tough cookies. Their hull health goes up, shields go up, and their move goes up. So the Enforcer goes 9, the Scoundrel goes 9, and the Merchant now goes a massive 15. So that's what is now in play. So Johnny Neptune, being so successful, is just spoiling it for everybody else, who are now really struggling. And it means the sellsword, fortunately for Cobra Hex, he doesn't have any sort of level ups. He just stays on what he's on. So that is useful for Cobra Hex, fortunately. Anyway, so Cobra Hex, he's really got to come out and he's got to kill this sellsword. Once you kill it, when it respawns, it just forgets who last attacked it. It's just a total fresh respawn. And he's got to try and kill it before the Enforcer. As far as the Bounty Hunter mission itself, it doesn't really matter if the Enforcer kills it, because he'll still get the bounty. He can still claim it. But, you know, we'd like it to be Cobra Hex that does it. So pop that back down there. So yes, he's going to come flying out of Kemplar 2. He's going to try and get rid of that sellsword. And then he's going to try and get to Neo Damascus. The reason for that is he wants to sell this spice. Let's get this economy board going. All right, so we'll take his armed markers. We'll take his hull, Scarlight hull and his TAC X as well, and we'll go across to the board. And here we are at the board. Just to quickly show you where Cinderbeard is, he's there. So he's on spawn point 15, and yes, he can move 9 spaces as well. So he'll be ready to start heading in this direction and attacking some innocent ships. Okay, now we've seen where he is, we'll move up for Cobra Hex and the sellsword. And here we are with the Gaiden and Cobra Hex. Now, there is our friend the sellsword. Now, he's got an impulse of 4, and I think he's going to use that, because with the impulse of 4, he can go 1, 2, 3, 4, and just get on the other side of the sellsword. So he's going to use his impulse. Flip that over. And he's going to come out 1, 2, 3, 4. And yes, he's within range. There's nothing in the way. And they are facing off. And yes, let's get into good old combat. So we've acquired target. We've got range. We've got line of sight. We're going to declare our attack. And we're going to use 2 of these on our blasters. One of which is a piercer, so it's going to be -4 to his... Let's get the sellsword out. So he's there, and remember it's got 5 damage on it. So we'll pop that on there. So we're going to attack. We've got 2 D8s. So we'll roll a D8 twice. And then he has got has he got a D12 shield? He has, so there's his shield. So we'll roll a D8 twice. So that's a 7, that's great. We're not going to re-roll for that. And another 7, so that's 14. That is 14 damage. He's going to roll this. Hopefully it'll be a crap roll for a change. He rolls a 6. That goes down to a 4. Because of the piercer. So, no, the piercer takes it down to a 2, sorry. So that is 12 damage, and that is more than enough to kill the sellsword. So the sellsword is destroyed, and that means that we have achieved our bounty hunter. So let's just remind ourselves, we found and destroyed an outlaw ship. We've got to pick up the remains by rolling a d20 now. So we'll roll a d20. Is a red d20. Come on. Oh, 5. Rubbish. It's in pieces. He's completely destroyed it, so it's only 2,000 credits. So we'll put 2,000 credits on this card. Like so. And we've got to deliver it back to Kemplar 2 to get the fame point. But 2,000 credits is 2,000 credits. Excellent. Okay, I think what we'll do then is, should we just get that 2,000 credits now, or are we going to fly to Neo Damascus? We've got 2 of our armed markers left still, and this guy, he'll respawn at the end of this turn, so I'll just put him off to one side. He'll respawn at Smuggler's Den. So, decisions. I could go back to Kemplar 2, but really I need some cash. That'll just get me 2,000. If I sell on Neo Damascus, that'll get me 3,000. So let's see if we can get to Neo Damascus. I can always come back to Kemplar 2. So we're going to spend this on an engine. And we're going to roll a d8 because it's a Halon engine. We've got GTS, but it doesn't matter because we rolled an 8 anyway. And I'm just checking his other... He has got an M-comp, so he's got 2 other missions. He's got a shuttle from Burning Horse to the Tigris Gate, and he's got an assist, which is at any gate. And we target the player on his right, which will be Aqua Scion. Yes, and getting adjacent to her. She's at Neo Damascus as well. So we'll try and do this assist mission. So we've got to get to here. So we've got 8. 1, 2, 3. Oh no. 1, 2, 3. So we got to that mission point. I'm not going to bother picking up a mission. And because we've yet to get rid of one. We've still got to get rid of that bounty hunter one. And we've still got to get rid of the assist one. So it's no use picking one up. So now we decide how many credits we're going to put on this card. We're going to put 3,000 credits on it. And yeah, why not? Let's go for it. So 3,000 credits on that. We might be able to get a new ship eventually. So 3,000 credits we've put on the card. We went 1, 2, 3. We're going to go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to here. And then we're going to use our final engine. Roll a d8 again. Do with another 8. We get a 6. It's going to be an 8 because we've got GTS. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we are now adjacent. We are adjacent. And I'm not sure though. Does it count? 8 would have got us in. So I'm going to count that as we can. Yeah. I'm going to say that we can actually complete this assist. So, because we're doing this assist, when adjacent to the target, spend X energy. Target may choose one, heal X damage, gain X energy, or move up to 2X spaces. Then you gain all of the credits on this card. So he's going to get the 3,000. And he's completed this. Put this over here as completed. And it's just a question of what she is going to pick. Now, I think it's the movement, because she's got no damage or anything like that. So she'll just pick the movement 2 times spaces. So it was 3, so she gets to move 6 spaces. And she is, where is she going to go? Yes, she wants to go to the kiln, doesn't she? Because she's got those artifacts. So she's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So she's heading round this way to get to the kiln. So that's good. He was adjacent. I'm not sure whether that was an action. Just having a look at the card to see if it's an action. Yeah, it is an action. So he had to stop there. He stopped here, so he doesn't get on planet, unfortunately. And he's all out of armed tokens and everything. So, yeah, it's a tough day. He's just going to have to wait till next turn to sell his cubes. While we're here, otherwise I'll forget, I will put the new sellsword on the spawn point, which is 18 there on Smuggler's Den. Remember, he's not going to attack the Gaiden anymore. Because we destroyed it, he completely forgets who attacked him last time. So we'll just pop him there and then we know where he is. Okay, we weren't doing any of those. Yeah, we didn't have to use the Scar Light Hull or the Tac X. That's okay. Right, he gets a fame point for that assist. He can't claim the Bounty Hunter one yet. So he doesn't get a fame point for that, and he doesn't get the credits, 2,000 credits either. But other than that, yes, that's gone pretty well. Oh, he had to spend some energy. Yeah, he had to spend 3 energy. 1, 2, 3. So he's down to 7 energy. And he's not on a planet, so he cannot have a business phase. So we'll go straight into the status phase. And here we are at the status phase. So I think I've done that right. So there's his assist that he's done. So pop that there. And he took 3,000 credits. Or is he going to do Benefactor? To claim this title, be the first player. After completing a lawful mission, it was, give the entire reward, credits and fame points to a player with less fame points than you. There is nobody with less fame points than him. Aqua Sion's got the same, but I think it's got to be less. So he can't be a benefactor, so we'll forget about that. So he's got 6,000 credits because he put 3,000 on the card. He's still got a shuttle and a bounty hunter mission. We did pass over a mission point, but we still had 3 missions at that point. So I wasn't going to pick 3 up and then get rid of 1. We'll just have to pick up a mission next turn. Yeah, so status phase, all of these go on to disarmed. Gets a fame point for doing that mission. And did he get a fame point for actually just checking the fame point list? And combat, destroy another ship for 1 to 3 fame points. But yeah, I think that comes off this. So I think it's only going to be 1 fame point until he hands that in. Okay. Yep. I'm just checking the sellsword. Oh no, you get two. He gets 2 fame points, I think. Yep, says nothing on there. So you do get 2 fame points. There was no credits on the card, but you do get 2 fame points. Okay. So I'm wondering now whether he could be a benefactor. Gets the 2 fame. Yeah, if we give him the 2 fame points from killing the sellsword first, which he did do first, that puts him up to junk pilot. Then, if he gives that 3,000 credits, which is what he got, he's giving that 3,000 credits and the fame point. So I don't think he gets this card anymore. You know, sometimes you can spend the cards, but I think he's got to give this now to Aqua Scion. She moves up to a humble skipper. He does get the benefactor. Oh, he's whizzing up. So a helping hand. He gets 2 extra fame points, and he's claimed this title. He's now a benefactor. The next time that player rolls a natural 20, you also gain 1 fame point. So if Aqua Scion rolls a natural 20, she'll get a fame point, but so will Cobra Hex. So he is now a benefactor. Yes, I think that works. So I'll give this card and the 3,000 credits to Aqua Scion. Excellent. Yes. I'm not sure if I have to hand the card over. Let me know if not. But it sounds like I have to. And that's what I've done. Okay. Still at the status phase. We don't get any of our energy back because we're not on a planet. We're going to spend another 4 energy. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's down to 3 energy. But he is right outside Neo Damascus, so he should be able to make it there easily, and he gets his impulse back. Alright, and he got another 2 fame points for becoming a benefactor, so he's now a noteworthy rocketeer, and he's catching up. He is catching up. Johnny Neptune, good old Cobra Hex, just needs some more money so he can buy a new ship, and that'd be an extra fame point. And yeah, that'd be really cool. He's still got to hand in his bounty hunter. He's going to get some money for selling those spice. He's going to get an extra 1,000 because he's generating plasma. Yes, good stuff, good stuff. Okay, that is it for his status phase. Before we move on to Aqua Scion, we've just got to do the Enforcer, who has now got a movement of 9. Because he killed the sellsword, that means it's now out of range of the Enforcer. So he's just going to carry on to Kemplar 2, turn around, and then head back to Lunari. We've got another one, haven't we, somewhere? Yes, Cinderbeard. Cinderbeard is also over 2 away. But that reminds me, I'll have to put one of these collars on Cinderbeard, so we know he's an outlaw. And yeah, so let's get across to the board and let's do the Enforcer. And here we are with the Enforcer. There he is. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, turn round, and then he's going to go 4, 5, 6. He's going to Lunari, isn't it? 6, 7, 8, 9. So he's just heading that way towards Lunari. Okay, that's it for the Enforcer. That's it for Cobra Hex and the Gaiden. Next up is Aqua Scion. And here we are with Aqua Scion. So she's got a bit more money than she was expecting. Thanks to the generosity of Cobra Hex. I've actually took away the assist card. I think actually that does stay with Cobra Hex, so I've put it back with him. All it mentioned was fame points and credits, so I've given him that card back, so he'll be able to spend that should he get another assist card. Okay, so what we're going to do here with Aqua Scion, she's going to take 4 of those, and she does have these 2 artifacts, so let's turn them in at the kiln. We'll sift them. That gets us 2 fame points for sifting them. I think we've got enough money to pay the tax for mob rule, which is up here, so that'll be an extra 2,000 on that. That'll have 3,000 on. As soon as it's up to 5,000, we can get rid of it. So we are going to lose 2,000, but hopefully we may get some cash by actually sifting them. And after that, I think we do have the energy scoop, so I think we'll head out again, and perhaps we'll try and do this researching mission here. So we've got to fly to the Deltas Gate, and then we can go to Pelmont. So I think we'll try and do that. And then right at the end, we'll do the merchant. Okay, right, let's get across to the board, see how she gets on. And here we are with Aqua Scion. She should get to the kiln, so I've brought the 2 artifacts she's got as well. So the first thing we're going to do is, obviously, we're going to kick her engine into gear. And we're going to roll a D8. She does have 2 GTS, so whatever she rolls, she'll add 4 to it. She rolls a 6, so she will go her full 8. She go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's adjacent. She's got plenty of extra movement, so she can go to the cell space and move off of the cell space. And she can sift both of these. But remember, we've still got to pay mob rule tax. So we'll flick this over. So we get an M comp and 2,000 credits. So we'll get an M comp and 1,000 credits. The other 1,000 I will pop onto the card. So there's now 2,000 on mob rule. Okie dokie. And the second one, she'll do the second one as well. And this is a GTS. We didn't need to buy a GTS, another GTS. We've now got 3. And 2,000. We'll do the same. 1,000 of that will pay the tax, and she'll get another 1,000. That means she's got 7,000 credits and a GTS and an M comp. Now we can sell these and we'll still get 1,000 for them because it's half rounded up, and I think we'll do that eventually, but we won't do it now because we're not in a business phase. So we'll just pop them on a ship. I can pop that GTS orthogonal to the Halon, so she'll get +6 from now on, so that's pretty cool. I'll just get rid of these sifted artifacts, pop them in there. Right, so we can now carry on. We've still got 3 armed tokens, so I think what we'll do is we'll try and do this research mission. So we've got to get to Deltas Gate, and that's only here. So we'll try and do that. Keep that here. Just still place. It's all full of cards. So we'll use another engine. We've got to be a bit careful as well because of what is it? That Cinderbeard. We don't want to be too close to him. Now he's in Pelmont at the moment, which is where we've got to hand this in. So if we're just careful, we might be able to give him the slip while he goes after somebody else. So we've just got to bear in mind that he's knocking around and he moves 12 spaces. So we've got to be aware of that. Pop him back up there. And we're going to roll another engine. We roll a 7. +6 would have been 13, but we can only move 8. So, ooh, hang on. So we've got an 8 movement to do. I tell you what I forgot to do. I've got to roll a d6 because we landed on the kiln. And the kiln moves 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the kiln is now there. Now we can use that 8 movement with our GTS. And we're going to come 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we've made it there. We've got to stop there on that mission point, and we've got to roll a d20, I think it is. So let's pick out the d20. The higher the better. We've rolled a 12. Excellent data. So we put 3,000 credits on this card. I'll just go away and do that. That's great. And yeah, that's really good. So we can pick up 3,000 credits by getting to Pelmont. But we won't head there straight away because of that bloody Cinderbeard you can just see here. We don't want him attacking us. So get rid of that. And what we're going to do now, we've still got 2 arm tokens. We've got an engine we can use, and we've got our impulse. Let's try and get back, trying to excavate here again at Calicus, and then get back on the kiln. We might be able to do that. So impulse is 3. 1, 2, 3. That's not quite far enough, so we'll have to use an engine. But if we move from here on impulse, it's 1, and then we can use 2 in the kiln to sell, and then move out of the sell spot. Yes, we do that, and we've got +6 as it currently stands with our 3 GTS, so I don't think it's going to be a problem. So we'll use our last engine, which should easily get us to the excavate spot. Yes, that's going to be an 8 because we've got 3 GTS. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we'll stop to excavate. So that's a d20 again, and come on, 17. So we pick up one of these. We can only pick up 1 because we've got that M comp and the GTS that we picked up through sifting the last lot of artifacts. But yeah, done that. We're not going to be using this last arm token. We'll put it back on her player card, and we'll use her impulse of 3. We'll flick that over, and her impulse of 3 will be 1, 2, 3 gets her back on here. We can go onto the sell spot and sift, and then move off. I'm not going to get another mission because we're halfway through the other one, so that's why I didn't go on that space. And yeah, so we're sifting again, aren't we? Let's see what we get this time. So we're going to take the 2,000 and the 2 teracubes. Can I fit the 2 teracubes in? I can. So that's going to be 1,002 teracubes. Yeah, get rid of that. Got the 2 teracubes. Got nowhere to sell them yet, but we'll figure that one out. And 1,000 goes to her, and 1,000 goes to pay the tax for mob rule. There's now 4,000 on mob rule. 1 more 1,000 credit coin on it, and we can get rid of it. And that is it for action phase, I think. We didn't bother using the energy scoop or nano regeneration. And she's back on the kiln, so she get all her energy back anyway, so that's groovy. Okay, let's move into the business phase. And here we are at the business phase. She has 8,000 credits. I think she's going to buy a new ship, but we'll do that in a minute. First of all, what we'll do is we'll take these off, put them on disarmed. And yes, So she got the 2 terror, she was able to put it here. We got enough space because obviously we got rid of the artifact that we were getting rid of. And yes, she's going to spend 8,000 of these lovely credits to get a new ship, which will be an additional fame point, which will be good stuff. We'll have to remember that. I'll go and pick a new ship, and then I'll be back in a moment, and we can see what the new ship and its new ability is. And here we are with her new ship, which is the Carriac. So, yeah, looks pretty funky. Look at that. Looks like a Nautilus owned by a flamboyant Captain Nemo. So that's her new ship. I'll put that on the kiln, where it's ready to go. Docked next to the Manchester. It's got 14 energy now. Impulse is only 2, but its hold is 16. And yes, looks pretty funky. We've also bought a Raptor K engine for 3,000. How have we managed that? Well, first of all, that GTS we sold that for 1,000. We sold the M-Comp for 1,000, so that's 2,000. That leaves us with our old engine, which was the Halon. Half price is 1,000, so that's 3,000 all told. So that's paid for the Raptor K engine. Can be used 3 times in a turn, and you roll a D12. She's got 2 GTS. So she's going to get 4, at least 5 movement, whatever. So I think that's well worth it. Put the Halon engine back in the box. And she's ready to go. She's still got a Zulu 2 shield and a 2 Enviro shields popped on there. She's got a cargo pod with the 2 Terror. And there are her 2 GTS, which are all orthogonal to her new engine. What is her new special ability that comes with a ship? Prototype shield. Subsidised research on cutting-edge defence technology. Carriac. When you activate 1 or more shields, roll 1 extra die, then remove the lowest value. Brilliant. So if you activate 3 shields at the same time, roll 4 dice and you remove the lowest one. Fantastic. When you use a shield to block damage, you may repair 1 damage for every 4 excess shields after blocking as much damage as possible. Yay! When you use a shield to block damage for the first time each turn, you gain 1,000 credits as well. And this works on other players' turns in addition to your own. So if they attack you, yeah, it'll kick in. But seeing as we've got Cinderbeard out on the board, let's get this. So we'll pop that in there as well. There's her research. It's got the 3,000 on it, and that's ready to go. And yes, that is it for her business phase, I think. Let's move into the status phase. And here we are at the status phase. She got 1 fame point for a new ship, so she is now a junk pilot. And yeah, she didn't get any fame points for sifting because she chose the monetary rewards in order to get the new ship. So she only gets 1 fame point, and she'll get an extra fame point for this research once she manages to get to Pelmont. Okay, so that is it for her. Oh, she gets her impulse back. Don't forget the impulse. Also, she can rearm these. Costs 3, but we get it back because she's on the kiln. Yep, now she's ready to go. And we can pop back to the board because we've just got to do the merchant, who now has got a huge movement. He's got huge movement. I think he moves 15 now. And I'm going to have trouble with this movement. I think he moves 15. The Scoundrel is 9. The Enforcer is 9. And Cinderbeard, I think he's 12, is he? Yes, he's 12. So, yeah, I'm going to have to write that down somewhere. I'll put it on that little, I'll put it on the little table as well at the end of the video. So, so you guys can remember as well. All right, so, yes, let's see where the merchant is going to go. He's currently got to land on Doravin 5, hasn't he? Yeah, He'll land on Doravin 5, then he's got to stop because he is actually doing some trading. And here we are with the merchant. He's just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then he's supposed to be selling cyber here. That will just get him 1,000 credits. So he now has 4,000 credits on his card. And that no doubt makes him very, very tempting to Vespergo. But I don't think she's going to attack him quite yet. She's not quite up to doing that yet, I don't think. But she's definitely noticed this cash heavy merchant landing on Doravin 5 right next to her. Okay, so that is it for Aqua Scion. Next up, it's Vespergo. And here we are with Vess. So we're going to need her armed tokens. We'll pick those up. And yeah, the only way for her to get any money really is to do this transport quest. So I put the two cyber are down there, but she's got to pick them up from a debris field first. She's quite close to the keep, so we'll pop up there, I think. There's an exploration token up there as well, so we might try and pick that up because she's got one here. So as soon as she gets 2, whatever is on that exploration token, if anything, we'll get that, and then we can hand in both of them to pick up 2,000 credits, I think. Yeah, because she needs some cash. For example, if she was going to attack that merchant, well, it'd help if she actually had some weapons. She hasn't got any. So, yeah, I think that's what we'll do. And we can always perhaps use a recall again. We haven't used it yet, I don't think. Or I think we used it once when we didn't have to go too far. But ideally, getting all the way back to Kempler 2 would help. So anyway, let's try and get to the keep and the debris field so we can pick up those 2 cyber. Right, let's get to the board. And here we are at the board. Okay, so she's going to use an engine first up. She has 2 GTS as well, which is going to help out. She's got a Halon engine. She rolls a 2, so them GTS are going to come in because they're going to make it a 6. She's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to here. And she's going to spend another 1. Roll again. Let's hopefully we can roll a little bit better than a 2. We roll a 6, so she will get a full 8 movement. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and as a minor action she'll pick up those 2 cyber. So we can now put them onto her ship. So that was 5, 6, 7, and she'll go in the debris field. Now debris fields are a laugh. We'll have a look at this in a minute if we don't die. Because we've got to roll a d20. And we've got to make sure we don't get a 3 or less. We roll a 12, so she's fine. So as a minor action, she's going to pick up this exploration token. Oh, a captain in distress. That's what that is. So we've got to pull a mission card. Now we ignore everything on this mission card apart from the destination. The destination is where we've got to drop this captain off. Kai, which is right on the other side of the board, but at least it's on the board. So we've got to go to Kai for that. That doesn't count as an extra mission. So it doesn't matter that she's already got a transport mission. This is just separate. So we've got a captain in distress that we've got to take to Kai. Okay, so we've done that. Have we still got... So what did we do? We moved... We were there, weren't we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we got to 6, then 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that's a minor action. So 8 will go on this spawn point. We're coming out of a debris field, so we don't have to roll again for the debris field. Now we're going to roll 20 because we're going to use the wormhole. So again, we don't want a 1. We do not want a 1. We get an 11. So now I've got to look around the board to find somewhere closest to 11. There's a 12 and I don't think there is an 11. I can't see an 11. I can't see a 10 either. Just checking, just checking. Yes, so 12 is in Vortex 86. Could have done without that because that is right next door to that bloody Cinderbeard. But we've still got some movement and we've still got some engine. We've got an engine left. So yeah, I think we'll be okay. So we're going to go across to Vortex 86 and I'll see you again in a moment. And here we are at spawn point 12. That's where she's come out of the wormhole. And yes, she's uncomfortably close to this guy. But it's worked out a bit in our favour because here is Kai. That's where the other captain wants dropping off. And what to do? I wanted to explore. So I think we're going to do that. We're going to use her impulse of 3. Flip that over. And she's just going to go 1, 2 to here. And we're really going to mix things up a bit, because she is going to explore into here. We've got a Y symbol. We know what this is going to be. It is going to be Loath. And there it is. So we look for the Y, which is there. And there's a mission point. There's an exploration. And yes, it's a nasty place. Look at it. I believe it used to be a prison planet. And we can sort of sell anything here as well, which is great. So Loath goes in here. That means we're going to get our friend the scoundrel. He's going to pop out. He's going to pop out on the spawn point, which you can just about see. So he's going to pop out there. So we've got a scoundrel and we've got Cinderbeard. Coolness. And what are we going to do here? So just want to check something very quickly. Yes, it is a minor action. Good, because I've already done it as a minor action. There's another one of these here, and I could pick it up as a minor action. Let's use our final movement, our final engine, and we'll get +4 on it. Let's roll a d8 and an 8, so we don't even need those 2 GTSs. We're going to go 1, and yes, we're going to go in the debris field again. We'll look at that in a moment. We've just got to roll this and hope that we don't get under a 3. We get a 9, so we're fine. Okay, so we're able to pick this up. We're going to flick it over. That's 1,000 credits. That's very nice. I'm going to keep so we've got 3 of these now. So I'll be able to turn 2 of those in. But let me get my 1,000 credits first. So we now have a grand total of 2,000 credits. We've got 8 to go. So we did 1. I could go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then a roll a d6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As long as I don't roll a 6, I should be able to carry on. I think my movement carries on. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I still have 2 move, I believe. I'd roll a 6 and be dragged along the path, the gravity path of this anomaly. And then I should still be able to get into Kai. Or shall I leave that? Yeah, that's a lot of messing around, especially with these 2 guys knocking about. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll head up this way. So I've done 1, picked up that exploration token. 2, 3, 4, 5. Not going to bother with any missions because I've got 1 to finish off. Oh, I needed Pelmont, didn't I? Yes, so I'm going to move here to Pelmont, the mission spot, and oh no, it's not me that goes to Pelmont. It's not Vespergo that goes to Pelmont. It's Aqua Scion, is it? Yeah, it's Aqua Scion. Sorry. So she probably won't do that. She's got to end up next to Aqua Scion, which is actually just up here at the kiln. Can I make it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 gets me to there, just at the top. And hang on a minute, I'm just going to reposition the camera. Right, here we are. I've just repositioned the camera because she's here. And yes, we're not going to use that. So that'll remain armed. But we are going to try recall. I want to get here right outside Kemplar 2. And then I'm well out of the way of any of these outlaws. So that's an energy cost of 2. And we've got to roll a d20. We're only a single sector away. And we rolled an 11. That's a success. So we end up back on the recall token. And then I think as a minor action, oh no, I'll just keep it there. I can move that at any time. Right, so she's ended up there. She's not on planet, but she's just outside one. And I don't think the scoundrel or Cinderbeard can actually get to her. But they'll draw these 2 outlaws this way, and the good old enforcer is there. It'd be a good place for Cobra Hex to come down to as well. He might be able to take a couple of them out. He's a bit of a hard ass, especially with that piercer mod he's got. Alright, so that got used. Not going to bother with the disruptor field. Put these back. And that is the end of her action phase, I think. Okay, right, she's not on planet, so we're going to go straight into the status phase. And here we are at the status phase. So she's going to turn 2 of these in. Pop those in there. That'll get her another 2,000 credits. So she's up to 4,000. And one of the credits has gone under there. I'll dig it out before I forget to. So she's got 4,000 credits, which is good. She gets her impulse back. These go to disarmed. And she's going to spend 1, 2, 3, another 3 energy to arm them. Remember, she spent 2 energy on recall, so we'll flick that back round as well. And yes, we're doing okay, I think. So we've just got to drop this captain off at Kai, and then get next to Aqua Scion, and we can do this. Both of those will get us a fame point. And I think that is it. Yes, we took the money, didn't we, for those, so she doesn't get a fame point for that. So she's still a humble skipper, but not too bad, not too bad. Okay, right. Now, we've got to give the scoundrel to somebody to look after, because he's come out. Here's the scoundrel card. So, a vile outlaw that attacks and flees. When Loath is discovered, place a scoundrel on it. We've done it. Acquire target. Scoundrel can never target the enforcer. If attacked, well, it's not been attacked. Otherwise, scoundrel targets closest innocent ship. Ties are broken by a d20. No ships are targeted. Scoundrel targets Loath. Move. He's obviously going to move 9 because we're using the NPC card. And that's just if he attacks and things. Okay, so we're going to put him with... Yeah, I think she's going to look after him. So put him there. We'll move across in a second. And we'll also move Cinderbeard at the same time. I think it's just easier to do both our scoundrels at the same time. But obviously... the scoundrel NPC, he's the only one with a proper card. Cinderbeard has this card up here. All right, so we'll do that movement. That's it for Vespergo. We'll just do the movement of the scoundrels and see where we're up to. And here we are with our 2 scoundrels. Our real, proper scoundrel, this guy. He is going to set off, so he's now got a movement of 9. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Move that out of the way a bit. 8, 9. So he gets to here. And this guy is going to move a bit further. They're targeting the closest innocent ship, which at this point I think is probably... with the kiln being just out of shot up there, I think it's Vespergo, who's just outside Kemplar 2. So he can only get to here on his way up there. But I think this guy is going to get a bit closer to old Cinderbeard. So I'll just reposition the camera and let's see how far he gets. Alright, so here we are with Cinderbeard. And yes, he can crack on. He's got 12 movement. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is he going to make it? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He is. He's made it. Bloody hell. Right, he's going to attack. Okay. He is going to attack Vespergo. She didn't get far enough away. Oh no. Okay. I'll zoom in a bit and we'll see him attack. So here we are. Cinderbeard chased her down. So I thought she was well out of range. It just goes to show. Just goes to show. 12 is a lot of movement. So it's right adjacent. It's going to use blasters, so it's got line of sight. No problems at all. It's got 2 D12s. Ugh, 2 D12s. I'll use the blue D12. So it gets a 7. Oh, come on, roll low. A 7 and 11. Oh, 18. 18 damage. We're going to use 2 of these. And we're going to put them on the Zulu 2 shield. So we roll 2d8s. We need some high numbers here. A 7 is a good start. And another. A 7 and a 6, that's 13. He rolled 18, so we get 5 damage. That's still pretty bad. At least we're right next to a planet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage. And we're going to place one of those in our empty cargo spot. And we're going to put one on our shield and our 2 GTS are damaged. Oh, terrible. And then we're going to spend 2 energy and get those armed tokens back that we just used. Oh, what a nightmare. Okay, but it's attack now, and then it follows the scoundrel's AI. It attacks and flees. So it's then going to move 8 spaces towards Loath. So it's just going to go back this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and hang on while I move the camera. 5, 6, 7, 8, and it's just heading back towards Loath because it's fleeing. And well might it flee as well, seeing as Mr. Enforcer's over here. But you didn't flee far enough, chum, because you're within a sector. Okay, right, Cinderbeard makes an attack on Vespergo. She's not best chuffed, but at least it didn't destroy her ship. But that was a close thing. That was a close run thing. I'll tell you what I haven't done. I haven't put the exploration token on Loath, so we'll roll for that now. Blue die columns, red die rows. So that's a 6 and a 4. Which we've already got. I can't believe that. We've only, out of the grid, we'd only took one. A 6 and a 1. Right. There we go. So, put this on Loath. That's the exploration token. Alright, so that's it. I can't believe that it caught Vespergo up. Shocking. So, yes, she didn't get far enough away. I thought she was well out of range. Especially with the Cinderbeard just having blasters and not having missiles. That was appalling. Oh, but that's the way it goes. Okay, so Cinderbeard draws first blood. Shocking. Alright, but at least she's next to Kemplar 2, and I think she'll be able to get that damage fixed up next turn. Still a tier 2 ship, the skimmer, so it'll only cost her 1,000. But yeah, that was a bit of a blow. Okay, right, so that is it for all our NPC movement. The sellsword's not going anywhere. He's just going to stay where he is. He's still for hire. He hasn't been attacked in this iteration, so he's not going to be charging after anybody. And that is it for episode 9, I believe. So quite a... this is going to be well over an hour. There was loads of things happening in that particular episode. We've had fights, we've had all sorts going on. We've changed ships, and yeah, Sellsword got destroyed. Cobra Hex got a load of fame points. We got our first title. He got a first title of Benefactor. Aqua Scion did loads and loads of archaeology. And yeah, she managed to get a new ship. Vespergo was all over the board, and right at the end there she got attacked by Cinderbeard, who's also come out on the board. And we've also got Loath on the board, so the scoundrel is out as well. So yes, it's going to be busy, busy, busy from now on. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope I've got it right. There was a lot going on, and I may have missed a couple of things there. So as ever, if I've made any mistakes, do give me a shout and I'll do my best to fix them for next turn. But other than that, thank you for watching. Thank you for all the views and all the subscriptions, for all the likes and the dislikes. And yes, because you're still watching, thank you very much. Thank you for all the help and support. As mentioned, any errors, give us a shout. And anyone following me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all of that, you're amazing. People have been across to Board Game Links to upvote the site, thank you. Similarly, anybody who's been across to BGG, liked the video threads over there, made a comment, dropped Geek Gold, anything of that ilk, thank you so much. But that is it for episode 9. I hope you join me for episode 10. But until then, this is me, Catweazle, saying toodaloo. you.